Dreamscape presents Jane of Austen by Hilary Manton Lodge. Narrated by Kate Handford. Prologue. But indeed, I would rather have nothing but tea. Jane Austen. San Francisco, California, 2009. Well, girls, our father began. It's been a good run, and I'm not saying it won't be again, but we're going to have to economize. Economize? I repeated, exchanging glances with my sister Celia, seated next to me, and our kid sister Margot. At least, I would have exchanged glances with Margot, but she was toying with the edge of her Powerpuff Girls Band-Aid. The three of us sat together in a row on the sofa that had belonged to our grandmother. Everything in the old house seemed to have come from one family member or another. 3 years ago, Celia and I sat on this same sofa when we were told about the car accident that ended our mother's life. It was tragic and ironic all at once. Tragic because we lost our mother, and because 5-year-old Margot was in the hospital with scrapes and a cracked rib. Ironic because our father had just been hired as the CEO of a car company. Since then, the house and its contents had felt more important. Dad had worked, as he usually did, but even though I was in college and Celia had just graduated, we remained at the grand old house on Pacific Avenue, near to Margot, near to memories. Dad's work responsibility had only increased over the last few years, what with being the CEO of Edison Motors, and while he and Celia had the finance and business world in common, they rarely discussed it. Neither did he and I discuss botany, my passion, or the finer points of Nickelodeon programming, Margot's current passion, which we hope might develop into a love of film down the road. As it was, the three of us seldom saw him when his family man image wasn't in need of some spit and polish. "Did something happen?" Celia asked. "At Edison." "In a manner of speaking," he hedged. Celia and I both waited, silent. Margot folded her legs till she could rest her chin on her knees. "I've been ousted by the board," he finally said, his words coming out in an awkward rush. "The recall and all that, well, they're short-sighted. Short-sighted and malicious, if you ask me." My back straightened in alarm. Malicious? "They sent the SEC after me," he continued, his face drawn but resolute. "There were some accounting issues, and while that's not my responsibility, I'm the fall guy in their little corporate drama." He paused, wincing. "Things are—"
Sample complete. Ready to continue?